The argument for a bull gold case, you really have to say that, the Federal Reserve is not going to raise rates in September or in December because I think it's kind of a strong dollar play. Um, so I could see gold softening until the market really does figure out that, that Fed rate hike is not in 2015. That could provide a floor. But if you look at the chart of gold, it's been really ugly. What's interesting is GVZ, which is the VIX of gold, has not been spiking, which shows that there's actually little interest in, traders hedging gold. People are just selling their positions. So gold could continue at this ugly fall here in the very near term.
If gold continues to fall, do you think investors will question whether the shiny yellow metal is in fact a good safe haven asset?
I think investors should question it. It's gold. I mean, what is the real safe haven value of it? There are other vehicles that make much better safe haven vehicles. Bonds, volatility futures, options. There's all sorts of better vehicles for the average investor to use that are widely available than gold, which, when you look at it, is just really, in my opinion, a play on currency. And for now, the U.S. dollar is getting so strong, gold's not going to be pretty here for the near term.
And Mark, really to your point, gold really hasn't done very well over the last couple of weeks when we saw all that uncertainty around Greece. But looking ahead to next week, you've got around a quarter of S&P companies reporting numbers. What's going to trump sentiment? Is it earnings? Is it gold?
Oh, it's not gold at all. I don't think gold matters. Gold's been in a bear market now since really, the last couple of years and has not stopped the S&P at all. I think really you got to watch these S&P levels. We're right near that all-time high again, about $5 away from the all-time high of the S&P. If we can break through that, especially with some decent earnings behind it, that could be a real juggernaut for the market. I can see the market popping back toward 2150, maybe even a run at 2200 before all is said and done. Again, I still think the Federal Reserve is kidding themselves if they think they're raising rates in September. That'll probably really provide the secondary leg up. So a good earnings season followed by probably another lukewarm employment report in August, and I think we see the S&P really make a final run higher. Rates eventually have to go up, but people that think they're going up in September, I think, are just flat out wrong. The only reason for the Fed to raise rates in September is because they said they were doing it, which is something that my 5-year-old does, not something that like a mature financial leader would do.